Well, Beyoncé is leading the nominations for the 2025 Grammy Awards with a whopping 11 nods. The most exciting night in music will kick off right here on CBS February 2nd. Following Queen Bee, other artists who earned several nominations include Charli XCX, Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, and of course, Taylor Swift. Entertainment Tonight correspondent Cassie DiLaura joins us now. Cassie, these 11 nominations bring Beyoncé to a total of 99 throughout her career. That officially makes her the most Grammy-nominated artist in history. I'm curious, where does Cowboy Carter rank among Beyoncé's best albums?
Well, for one, it is her most streamed album of all time. But you mentioned 99 career nominations. Actually, fun fact, beating out her husband now with that. So I'm sure there's celebration in her household. But this album has done so much for Beyonce. This has been a project that she worked on for years, especially over the pandemic. And I mean, this is, to state the obvious, of course, a genre blending masterpiece of country, R&B, and hip hop. But really at its core, Cowboy Carter is a 27 track appreciation to the pioneers of the country Western space that have been often overlooked or even erased throughout time. And so this album is so beyond special, and it's really awesome to see her take home all of this recognition. But this album asks you to look deeper at what you imagine or know country music to be, and I'm so happy for her.
Absolutely. It's such a fantastic collaboration, too. But let's talk about one of the most competitive awards, Album of the Year. Who do you think then has the best shot?
Girl, this question, because this category, it's hard to choose, especially with the women, because the women are dominating this year. But really, I think it's going to come down to, personally, I think it's going to come down to Beyonce with Cowboy Carter and the Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. And I look at the stats behind these albums and these categories themselves, because Album of the Year, Taylor Swift has won this category 4 times in the past. So you know the Academy loves her, and the records and the history that she made with this album in particular, it would be really hard not to give her this category again. And I say again because she won it last year. But what's shocking is Beyonce has never won this category. So as much as I am kind of pulling for her to take home this win because of what she's accomplished with this album, I then think, okay, well, she hasn't won the category before ever. So will this be the first time? So I think personally between those two, but also the talent in this category is just stacked. You think of Charli XCX and her album Brat and how critically acclaimed it was, becoming a cultural phenomenon. And then you have Billie Eilish. She's won the category before. It's such a tough category to choose. Really, everyone is so deserving to be in the space.
There are incredible people up for it, but I'm with you. I think it's either going to be Taylor Swift or Beyonce. And if I'm betting, I'm going to put it on Cowboy Carter this time. Cassie DiLaura, thank you so much. And as a reminder, save the date, February 2nd. That's when you can watch the 67th Annual Grammy Awards right here on CBS and Paramount+. All the fun begins at 8 p.m. Eastern.